Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to you live from beautiful Yakima Valley, Washington, here at the Legends Casino and Hotel at a card brought to you by Roy Jones Jr. Promotions. We're going to be having 5 exciting bouts filled with a professional debut, undefeated fighters, international boxers, and a highly anticipated main event. It's going to be a rematch between Shady Gilmore and Devontae McDonald. My name is Christian Schmidt here alongside the legendary Roy Jones Jr. A pleasure to be with you here. Now, for years, you have seen Roy, former pound-for-pound king, fighting at the highest level, world-class levels, and now he's making the transition to becoming a trainer. He is having 4 of his boxers that are going to be in action here tonight. What's that transition been like for you, champ?
It's been a beautiful transition. Gives you an opportunity to still stay in the sport and to be able to give back to the sport, because God allowed me to do so much in the sport that it's only fair that I try to pass down some of the beautiful blessings that he blessed me with to the up-and-coming guys, to the future of boxing.
Now, obviously, a lot of up-and-coming fighters would be their dream come true to have you train them. You're training about 15, 20 guys in your gym in Pensacola. What is it that you look for when you agree to train a fighter?
I look for hunger and dedication. If you're hungry and you're dedicated to learn, then I can teach you. If you're not hungry and you're not dedicated to learn, then my teaching won't do you any good anyway.
Now, in tonight's main event, Shady Gilmore, all the way from Brisby, Sweden, is going to be taking on Devontae McDonald. He's from not far away. They're going to be having a rematch from their fight that happened back in December, happened right here at the Legends Hotel and Casino. A controversial fight, a majority decision victory for McDonald. Yesterday at the weigh-ins, Shady, his eyes and his passion, and he didn't want to talk to media. He didn't really want to talk to any fans. He was completely no nonsense. I've seen him around the casino here. He is just looks so laser focused. It really reminded me of the time back in 1997 when you suffered your first defeat against Montel Griffith, a very controversial defeat. But when you got that rematch, you defeated Griffith in the first round, and you went into what you referred to as RJ mode. What exactly is RJ mode, and do you see that in your fighter Gilmore?
RJ mode is when you just don't give a damn, you know, and I just didn't give a damn the second time. But Shady Gilmore, I see a little bit of that in him, but you know, he don't have quite the explosion that I had, so it'll be a little bit more different for him, a little bit more difficult for him, I should say. But he does want to win, and he does have that hunger. So he has the hunger, but the tools to do it like I did it may be a little difficult.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a thrilling evening of professional boxing action coming to you live from right here at the Legends Hotel and Casino. I'll be commentating alongside the legendary Roy Jones Jr. I guarantee you, you do not want to miss what's going to be happening here tonight. Time for the first fight of the evening, an opening bout with 4 rounds in the heavyweight division. I'm going to send it up to the ring announcer, Chauncey Williver.
Bout number 1 in a 4-round heavyweight fight. Let's welcome to the blue corner, JALEN Davis. Across from JALEN tonight in the red corner, DARNEL, the Motivation Thompson. Again, this is bout number 1 in the 4 rounds in the heavyweight division. Once again, boxing out of the blue corner, boxing with Tiger Trunks out of Sacramento, California, weighing in at 209 pounds with a record of 1-3 with 1 KO. Let's hear it for JALEN Davis. Standing across from him in the red corner, weighing in at 239 pounds from Raleigh, North Carolina. Tonight, he's making his introduction into the professional ranks. Everybody, let's hear it for DARNEL, the Motivation Thompson. Your referee all tonight is referee Joel Scobie.
Okay, men, I gave you instructions in the dressing room. I remind you to listen and follow my commands. Punches on the belt lines are legal. Touch gloves. Good luck to you both.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very exciting evening of professional boxing action brought to you by Roy Jones Jr. Promotions. I am your commentator, Christian Schmidt. We definitely have a treat for all of you guys as we are going to be having 5 bouts opening tonight with a heavyweight slugfest. It's going to be a 4-rounder that features the professional boxing debut of, you see him right there, Darnell Thompson from Raleigh, North Carolina. And he's been very anxious to make this debut. He comes on with a hard swarm, lost his footing right there. Jalen Davis 1 and 3. And definitely these fighters throwing bombs, right hand, and sends down Davis. And referee Joel Scobie is giving him a standing 8 count. Looks like he is able to continue, but what great action to kick off tonight's boxing. Absolutely. Way to get in the mood right now, and sends him back down with an off-balance left. And it looks like Davis is now trying to beat that count. And is that it? And it looks like that. All right, and it's going to be waved off. Referee Joel Scobie has ended that bout. It was about a minute and 15 seconds into the first round. It is a successful debut for the Motivation. A left hook, and they got him right there on the jaw. That is where you want to hit your opponent on the jaw, so definitely put him down like that. That is a knockout blow right there, but Darnell came to make a statement, and he most definitely did. Darnell is actually a former football player. He played defensive line at Colorado State, and he even mentioned, I like fighting taller fighters. He definitely showed us why he feels like he can get on their inside a little bit easier.
Your winner with a first-round knockout, Darnell the Motivation Thompson!
It was about 1 minute and 15 seconds in the opening round of our opening bout here. A slugfest between two definitely considered big men